Hi, Charles Moman here. Well, this is going to be a pretty short little video update about the EcoFlow Delta 1300 that I recently put up a video about. And I want you to know, we just took a little over a 2-week trip to Colorado, and it worked flawlessly. So I just want to tell you why I'm so excited about it. Mainly I'm excited because, as I mentioned in that review, the fast recharge times. I mean, I've got a Jackery 160 and a 500, and they're great. You know, they do a good job, but you know that when those go down, it's a long time to recharge. And we were sometimes at places, especially Rocky Mountain National Park, where we had no shore power. We were a KOA sometimes, but typically at national parks, you don't have shore power. You might find an outlet in the bathroom, which I actually used to recharge this once. This has so much juice, and so we used it to run heated mattress pad, our ventilation fan, my Max Air fan, and it can run that. This can run that for days and days and days. We didn't have to use air conditioner. I was ready. I was excited. I thought on the way back, driving through Kansas, but it was a cool spell. So we actually ran just the Max Air fan. The 2 nights that we were driving, we stopped in rest area Kansas right as you leave Colorado, and then we stopped at a rest area outside of St. Louis. And so there all we had to use was the Max Air fan, and actually almost got cool. But this was ready. I was ready to use this with the air conditioning because it can do that for 6 or 7 hours. Now just be aware, you know, if you're in 105-degree temperature, you know, that's going to make a big difference how long you can run and how cold you like things. Typically, if we're going to run the AC, it's going to be pretty cool. I just don't like being frozen in there. But it would definitely have done it. And another typical use is, as we're driving places, I've got my IceCo Go 20 refrigerator running off of the car, the 12-volt port. But then when we stop, and it's easy to forget, and sometimes it would be okay if it's not for very long, but you know, we might end up being in a restaurant or a Walmart longer than we planned, or we stop and take pictures and time gets away from us. So I got in the habit of, we pull in wherever we were going, and I would open that side door, unplug the refrigerator, and plug it in to the Delta, and I would know that it's going to be safe and everything's going to be kept cold. We typically did not use it as a freezer this time. We just did it as a refrigerator. But just wanted to do this little update, let you know how well it works, and that fast recharge time. I mean, 0 to 100, I did it in 1 hour and 42 minutes in my test here before we left on our trip. And what I'm really excited about is, before too long, I'm going to start doing a Transit Ford medium roof cargo van conversion. And that's all the rage you see on YouTube, and I've been watching them for a long time. So I'm selling my really nice F-150, and going to get a Ford Transit, and I'm going to build, my plan is to build the power uses of that Transit around EcoFlow Delta, and I believe I'm going to be working with them with maybe another model or two. And so I will have solar panels, but I'm not going to have charge controllers and inverters and all that. I'm going to do it all with lithiums, and we're going to keep the camper as a sleeping cabin, actually with a bigger bed, and then I'm going to build a kitchen, so I can use a small microwave, I can have a coffee maker, maybe a blender, some things like that. And then we're going to have a bathroom with a full shower and a porta potty. Excited about that. But we're not doing fancy plumbing, using what's called a rinse kit that people use at the beach and other places, and you can heat it as well. I'm going to use that pressurized to take showers, and then I can pick it up and move it over and use it in the kitchen. 5-gallon buckets or small gray tanks. There'll be nothing I have to winterize. We're excited about that. And then there'll be an office area that'll be powered by one of the EcoFlows that we can run computers and screens and LED lights and all that. So I'm going to make it pretty simple. And then we'll have a couple of sofas that convert into a bed if we are just using the Transit, or if we have grandkids with us, or one of us is doing a solo trip, we can just jump back there. So I plan on making EcoFlow a major part of that. So if you're thinking about one of these, they're not cheap, that's for sure. Not everyone needs all this power, but if you have some big power needs, CPAP or whatever it is, then you know that the next day, if you run this down, that you can get a recharge pretty quickly. I'm going to start bringing my Honda generator with us in the front, in the cargo rack on the camper. So if I run this down at night, next morning at generator hours, or we stop at a Walmart and just take it out in the parking lot and start the generator, generator, I could charge this up quickly, whereas the Jackery would take hours and hours, and I'm just not going to waste my time on a trip doing that. So there you go. I rambled a bit, but I'm excited about the conversion, and that'll be a series here on my channel. It's probably going to be 15, 20 episodes, and I hope to start pretty soon because I'm narrowing down on finding a transit, and then I will slowly but surely start doing the build, and you'll get to see every step of it and how I wire things. It will be wired for shore power, but then it'll be wired for lithium batteries running it, which will be just great, exciting. And thanks for watching.